What's up, everybody? It's a cold and bright day here. So today I'm going to explain how the anti-dog community, the dog haters, the current popular YouTube gang of dog haters, these people are just as bad or worse than the dog lovers that they critique. So one of my first examples is this whole concept of therapy. You need therapy. So I've been interacting with some of the dog haters, and I don't hate the dogs the way that they expect me to. I don't fall in line with some of the other channels. In fact, I've critiqued some of the other channels for their ways of dissecting dog culture. They use hate and gang stalking, just a bunch of other things like boycotting businesses, telling other dog culture critics that they cannot talk about other topics. Like for me, I was told I can't talk about communism because I'm not a quote-unquote expert. Stuff like that. So one of the comebacks for all these dog haters was they go on their channels and start yammering on about that guy needs therapy. Me. Every time I interacted with them and had something to say, their go-to excuse, their go-to thing was, oh, he must be freaking crazy. He must need therapy. For example, Sheepy's Web does a video where she calls me cringe, and she takes one of my words out of context where I said steel balls, which is a ball bearing, and she pretended like she thought that I meant my anatomical balls, and she made a bunch of comments about, that guy's cringe, man, I don't know what's wrong with him, rah, 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 rah. And the other channels did similar stuff to me. And that's the same thing that the dog owners will do. This whole concept of, that person's crazy, they need therapy. Like, how many times have I asked a dog owner in my younger years, like, to keep your dog away from my picnic table? Your dog has been barking all day, and we work at home. Can you please quiet your dog? And the first thing that a dog owner will say, oftentimes, not all of them, but some of the dog lovers that get offended, they will say, well, you're just a dog hater. You just need to get more dogs in your life. The barking isn't that bad. We tolerate the barking. They instantly go to this, they retreat to this little thing of, you need therapy. You're crazy. You need to get a dog. You need to understand how good dogs are. And it's like, hey, I was just asking you to keep your dog off my property. That's all. But the dog hating community, they do the exact same thing. It's like, oh, that dog culture review, he mentioned something about antinatalism that I don't like, so he must need therapy. Oh, that dog culture review, I told him not to talk about communism, and he told me that he can if he wants. He must need therapy. Oh, that dog culture review said something about I hate dogs boycotting businesses. Oh, he must be cringe. That's exactly what all of the top YouTube dog channels that disagree with me on some point, they go right to that. They go right back to that little retreat. They all go into this little, apartment, all of them, where they have in front of them, like, look, he must need therapy. He doesn't agree with us. He critiques some of our content. They're doing the exact same thing that they complain about dog owners doing. I remember having a Jack Russell Terrier behind my house, and I asked the people to bring it inside because it would bark and bark and bark. And my girlfriend at that time had migraines, and she worked from home during the COVID-19 thing. And you know what those dog owners did? They let the dog be outside more. Like, it's like, oh, we'll show you. You don't like our dog, you dirty dog hater? We'll abuse our dog even worse just to make you suffer the barking. And that same type of habit is the way that the anti-dog channels act towards me. It's like they will break their own rules. They will be hypocrites. They will do what they whine about dog owners doing just to poke at me or call me crazy or to try to push like a push me out of the conversation. That's the exact same thing that the worst of the worst dog owners do. I'm not saying all dog owners do that, obviously. Probably a dog owner is watching right now just getting super pissed off, taking it personally. But, this has happened on my Facebook page before, too. Like, I noticed a dog owner left their dog outside, and it was fighting their other dog to the point of the dog was bleeding. And I mentioned something about it on Facebook, and then somebody copy and pasted my post and brought it to their page and called me a dog hater for noticing that somebody was allowing their dogs to be hurt. And that's just a playbook right out of the dog hating group too. So yeah, that's the it's like the retreat. It's a therapy retreat, but it's not like they're getting therapy. They run away, and anybody that doesn't agree with their brand of dog hate is labeled needing therapy or whatever. And it's the same thing with dog owners too, because if you don't love the dogs the way that they profess to love a dog, then you're automatically a hater. If you make a complaint about dog poop, if you make a complaint about barking, then you must be a dog hater, right? And it's the same thing with the anti-dog community. They used to like me, they used to post on my pages, they used to put little heart replies on my comments, but then they went and stalked my Facebook and found a picture of me hiking with a person that owns a dog. How dare me? Now I'm not hating dogs the way that they want me to hate dogs. So now they actually call me a dog lover, and I'm far from a dog lover. I don't call myself a dog hater. I'm a critic of the ridiculous worship of dogs and how dogs are used in our society to make women poor, to take away our taxes, to turn our parks into freaking, piles of turds from dog owners and barking all night. I'm a critiquer of that type of stuff. But they quickly call me a dog lover now. Isn't it funny that many people in the dog hating team on YouTube, they're now making little posts to try to make me look bad, calling me a dog lover. It's like they can't meet in the middle. They can't do research and understand that things happen over time. It's like every opinion I have about dogs comes from my lifetime experience. I'm not just going to jump on Facebook or YouTube and profess my dog hate like those guys do. I'm going to present reasons why dogs are not the best thing and why they're over advertised. I'm going to talk about that type of stuff. But the dog haters, they can't handle that, and if I don't pull the weight, instantly I'm a dog lover. So it's either you're dog lover or dog hater. They can't meet in between and understand anything. And it's the same thing with the dog lovers. They can't, if their dog is causing a problem for you, they don't look at it as like, okay, I need to get my dog on a leash, I need to quiet my dog down. Okay, your kids don't like my dog jumping on them, I'll go over here with my dog and be happy. No, dog owners have to have more and more attention. They have to have more influence. The dog has to be in the hospital, the post office, the library, causing fights up in the outdoor cafes, inviting women and children at the bus stops. Dog owners have to have more and more access to those type of things. But it's the same thing with the dog haters. They want more and more access to everybody's thoughts and feelings, and you better boycott this, you better not talk about this, you better not say things this way, or I'm going to say that you're cringe and you need therapy. Yeah, so the current dog haters right now, they're like immature, whiny little shits, and they don't own dogs, but their pet of choice is hate. They love to sit here, and this is my hatred of dogs. See him right here? He's my little canine puppy. My little canine puppy, you see him? And he's my little dog hater. And yeah, he talks too much, and he belittles people, and but he's so good. He hates dogs, and that's just the best thing ever. Their pet is hate. Does that make any sense? Dog haters, the ones on YouTube that I'm talking about, they don't own dogs, but they have exactly the same thing as a dog. They're filled with hate and vitriol and self-righteousness and gang stalking and shit talking, stalking people's Facebook page, and that is their pet. That whole form of hatred is their little pet puppy. And you better not say anything bad about their little pet puppy, because that's their little baby. Just like a goofy dog owner would do. So the current dog hating community, you guys are exactly the monster that you guys cry about. It's true.